What's going on, everybody? It's Cult of Collectors
What's up?
back for another show
Good evening, gentlemen.
with their usual lineup of Steel Raising 4Ks and Charlie from Charlie's Cinematic Universe. And I'm Low IQ Media.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
How
Yeah, I'm
we
having.
doing?
Well, I was having a work problem because a customer called me and was like, "Hey, one of your reps was supposed to be out here. Been waiting for like over an hour, kind of deal." And I'm like, "Oh fuck," So I had to,
Yeah.
Try to get a hold of the rep, but I can't, So I had to tell my boss, like, "Hey, this rep didn't call or show up, so it's for this person." So had to do that.
Yeah. So how's everybody been doing since the last live stream?
Doing all good so far.
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. I guess we haven't announced that Justin's unable to make it tonight. I know.
Yeah.
I advertised. I think we all kind of advertised it. Kind of a last minute. Something came up.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm trying to see if Hector is free to join us. He might chime in. So keep an eye out for Hector.
Cool.
It might be a little bit later.
Anybody wants to jump on, they sure can.
It's very possible that I've gotten Michael Ray Bauer, but he was the kid from Salute Your Shorts from Nickelodeon, the fat kid that played Donkey Lips.
Yeah.
I actually didn't watch that show. There was a lot of those shows that I was just a little bit too old for that I didn't really watch.
I probably was, but I still kind of.
No, it's still our age.
Yeah, it probably was. I just didn't watch it for some reason. Well, for one, it was just like Mystery Science Theater that I didn't get Nickelodeon.
So the reason why I say, because the reason why I say I almost have him is because he did let me know that because of his situation living in LA, kind of doesn't really get a lot of gigs. He usually charges a fee or something like that. But once I told him what we do, that we're just physical media collectors, we love to talk movies and entertainment and stuff like that, he sounded like he would almost be kind of donating his time. So I'm just kind of waiting to hear back because he said he wanted to watch a couple of our shows. And I told him that. Sure. Yeah, because I showed him the Eric Edwards one, and he knows who he is. So hopefully that kind of made him go, okay,
Oh, yeah. And plus, I know a lot of, especially when it comes to like name people that kind of need to charge to do time like this. 2 hours is a lot of ask. So
it is.
I'm always open if anybody just wants to jump in for 30 minutes or an hour or something, We don't need 2 hours worth of somebody's time,
No, that's just the window.
Knock it out.
Yeah, that's just the window. Exactly. Yeah, they don't have to be in the whole 2 hours. Like Eric was asking me, like, how long is the stream? And I said, well, we go for 2 hours, but if you need to get off early, that's totally fine with us.
Yeah.
No, so that was a good episode. I liked it. He definitely he kept the ball rolling, which I really appreciated. We just kind of rolled with it. And
he's a talker. Definitely a talker.
Yeah. That was a good one. I like that one.
Were you under the influence last night, Jody?
Me? No, I'm good. Why? What's up?
Your live stream.
Oh no,
because you were giving your wife shit.
I always do that. That's what's going to be so fun about the new YouTube thing. When there's no kids around, we're going to do the family movie night, and it's just me and her. And she's already told me, she's like, I'm going to take notes during these movies. I'm like, I already know you are. You're going to take notes.
Why do you think I asked you, like, why does she hate our childhood?
She's going to dog everything.
She's totally going to hate on it. You know she's going to hate
everything she sees. Everything she sees, she's going to hate. I was like, but, it's just like when we did Little Monsters, I was like, you got to keep in mind, like, when I saw this, I was a child. So you're seeing this as a grown-ass woman. So, of course, Howie Mandel's obnoxious as hell in this movie.
And wasn't too much of a germaphobe then.
No. But, it's going to be good times. I'm hoping to knock out some of those this week because we don't have anybody. So we can just knock out a bunch.
I want to recommend, if she hasn't seen it, she may have, The Crow. Like, have her watch it.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
So what does that say?
I don't think we have an agenda today, Giuseppe.
No. Thank you.
It's just hey, welcome back.
Free forum.
Give us something to talk about.
I know. Yeah, give us a question.
Ask us questions. That's the best thing to get.
Two big things that happened last night, I guess, were the trailer drops for The Flash and the trailer drops for Guardians 3.
And Fast X, I think, too.
Which one?
Fast X.
Oh, yeah. That dropped like Friday, I think.
It was a couple days.
It dropped it early.
It did.
I thought it was going to come on the Super Bowl too, but I guess they said screw it, we'll get out ahead of Flash and everything.
But speaking of Nickelodeon, like I was always aware of like all that and some of those shows like that, and what Pete and Pete. Yeah. That was a great one.
Same thing.
But that's what sucks about all that. There's no physical media. You can't find it on DVD. At least no, like a legitimate
Some of them
DVD.
You can.
I've looked them up. I've looked them up on eBay, and I've never ran into anything.
Funny enough, it was Mercari that I actually came across all that season DVDs, but it wasn't the whole show. It was just part of the show. So it was probably like those best of type of things.
Yeah.
But I missed out and I didn't get to grab it. So
because I do have the Amanda show, Amanda Bynes show.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And which is pretty freaking funny. She's actually was really talented.
Oh, she was hilarious.
It kind of sucks her career. Well, I mean, she had a pretty good career, and then it kind of went off the rails. She
mental health.
It was that whole bull crap, like during the early aughts, early 2000, whenever you had all that kind of craziness in Hollywood, like it's kind of the early days of the birth of kind of the social media era where you had like Paris Hilton and all those. It was kind of a lot of girls like acting up, like doing like the Britney Spears and acting crazy. And she got kind of in the middle of all that.
Not gonna lie, I've seen Britney Spears' like Instagram and stuff like that. I actually don't mind her music. I'm going to say it right now. I don't mind it. It doesn't bug me really. But when I watch her be herself on Instagram, she comes off a little unhinged. And I'm not saying it to be disrespectful. I'm saying it in the respect of the guy that she's with kind of takes advantage of her.
I think that's like a thing going around right now. Like everybody's wondering what's up with her, there's a lot of questions around that. I don't know anything about it, but there's a lot of questions.
I feel bad for her. I feel bad for her.
I think there's arguments made is why, maybe being off the conservatorship was a good idea or not, because that's when she kind of started doing it.
Free Britney thing, yeah.
Yeah, well, it was like basically she's been kind of financially being held captive by her parents just because I guess they didn't think she was sane enough to deal with herself. Well, I don't see anything that's destroying that end of things. She probably has enough money. She has good people to hopefully look over it. We know how that goes in Hollywood. You think of that, and then you look up one morning and you're broke because they've been stealing everything from you.
That was MC Hammer.
What's going on, Mike?
What's up, Mike?
What up? But MC Hammer, he basically went to bed and woke up broke. And it was only because he was just too generous. That was his problem.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a whole lot of things. Well, Nick Cage, he went broke. Just bad financial people that steal their money or make bad investments and just lose all their money.
Yeah. Like, who was it? Someone I don't care for. Kanye West.
I don't do it.
Like he went broke and then came back with some money, and it's like, how the hell did you do that?
I used to have a mute button on my microphone. What's up with that?
Oh,
there it is.
I don't hear nothing. No, I'm joking.
I don't think it muted. I could hear him, I think, walk away. Yeah.
No, it didn't
no,
mute.
No.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
My boss just texted me. Hold on. Send the customer screenshot to Travis and me so I can chat on it and get with TJ.
What Mike and everybody that's out there, you guys, what movies you guys been picking up here lately? I haven't bought a whole lot in the last couple
I was about
weeks.
to say I didn't pick up a lot either. I mainly got the Roadhouse Vinegar Syndrome 4K and the Sidekicks 4K. Mainly.
Yeah, I didn't know they were doing Roadhouse. I should have picked that up. But I'll just pick up
You might still be able to.
Yeah.
But get it through Vinegar Syndrome, their actual website, because if you want that good-looking package, go through the website.
Yeah. What are we talking about? What did I miss?
Vinegar Syndrome.
Roadhouse. He was telling me about Roadhouse.
Oh, I still need to order Roadhouse. I got the Sidekicks.
See? Yeah, see? I got Sidekicks. And no joke, the one spot in that movie that looked the most cleanest, I mean cleanest, was the part where it's from the movie Missing in Action that Chuck Norris did, where they both are Marines coming out of the, water.
Yeah.
It was such a clean, crisp scene in that movie. Yeah. That's when you go, wow, now that's a good looking 4K.
Yeah. You can see
I'm excited.
The water drop.
Vinegar Syndrome got tasked with doing the 4K of the Toxic Avenger series.
Oh, nice.
So I'm super excited to get that.
Yeah.
Wait, they're doing the Toxic Avenger?
I don't know if I think it's still going to be released under Trauma, but they're in charge of doing the 4K.
Oh, so Vinegar's in charge of the 4K, but being released through. Okay,
I guess. Okay. I'm guessing on that. I mean, maybe it'll be like a dual thing. I'm not sure what the details of the agreement are, but they are being tasked with doing the 4K transfer.
It's just funny how they're doing all the movies in 4K.
Yeah, all 4 of them.
Well, it just baffles me because it's like you can do that, but you can't do that to Terminator. You can't do that to Alien franchise, or like crap like that.
Yeah, that has to.
Oh, Trauma's gonna want it done no matter what. But all the other studios, you're dealing with big studios that just have a checklist on a wall, and I'm sure they're on there somewhere. But first, they got to do all these other ones.
Mm-hmm.
James Cameron must have a lot of say in those transfers, even though the other 4K transfer of Terminator 2 Judgment Day was I've never bought it because everybody that's talked about it says it's horrible, so I've never.
I think that's why. I think I think he just gave like a check for it, and then it turned out so bad that he said, I want full input on the rest of my catalog, and that's why it's taken so long to do it, because he's off making Avatar movies.
Yeah. That too.
Yeah.
Even Spielberg, because the movie The Color Purple with Whoopi Goldberg and young Oprah, that's supposed to have a 4K apparently too.
Yeah.
If you guys know the movie.
Probably. Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, it's been forever since I saw it, but yeah. My microphone was turned around backwards this whole time.
Yeah, did you?
Maybe I was drinking last night. What's that?
Did you see that award show? I think it happened last year, but I can't remember what actress was on stage, and I think they were giving an award to Steven Spielberg. They were giving an award to, or I don't know if they were giving an award to him, but she got on stage and was like, basically talking about Steven Spielberg, how he never made any movies about black people or anything like that. And he was in the audience. He stood up The Color Purple.
Right. She must have been young.
I can't remember who it was. It was probably some, I don't remember which actress it was. You can find it online, but yeah, that made the rounds for a little while. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, no, if anybody's got a big 4K stack, it's Jody right now, if anybody.
4K stack?
Like the recent pickups.
Oh, I don't even.
Yeah, also, did you see where Jennifer Lawrence, she she was on one of those like round table panels, or I think I don't know if she was on the round table panel and she made the comment, but she was talking. She made a comment in an interview basically saying that how she was like one of the first, like being in what's the big like 3 or 4 part series she was in, the Hunger Games. She was basically the first women action star.
No
movies. Yes.
No.
And she got roasted for that.
As she should.
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis is technically action.
Yeah. I mean, there was movies before that, like Foxy Brown and all the, Pam Grier and all those movies. They were action movies, maybe not to the degree that like Alien and stuff like that, but they were definitely could be considered action stars. I just think some of that stuff's funny. Like these new, like a lot of the old, you have like Quentin Tarantino and people like that have, they have a respect for older Hollywood. They know they know the heritage, but a lot of these new people, they don't even know Hollywood, and they go out and make crazy woke accusations, and they don't know what the hell they're talking about. It's like, oh, dude, there's been kinds of people, and
there's a conversation brought up between them and their friends while getting stoned or something. And they're like, I want to bring this over to just talking to people. I wish this would have been 4K, but did you pick up the Young Sherlock Steelbook?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
It turned out awesome. I love that back image. That back image is awesome.
Yeah, I'm a big Sherlock Holmes fan. So
I was so excited. I mean, I was excited when they announced this to come on Blu-ray, and I was surprised they did a steelbook for it.
Yeah,
super surprised.
Well, actually, when I ordered it off Amazon, I didn't even know it was a steelbook. I didn't pay attention to it in the headline when I got it. I was like,
really?
oh, this is cool.
Yeah, it turned out great. And Paramount, so you could get it anywhere. You can get it Amazon, Walmart, Target. That's what's great about these Paramount releases. They're not exclusive to anybody.
Yeah, I was trying to think of something I was looking forward to. I'm looking forward to like the Dazed and Confused 4K, but it's getting the same. Excuse me, I had gas surface. It's getting the same Criterion box that the old one had. It looks like.
Yeah, it's getting the same artwork. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not gonna step it up any?
No, they're not, and that was a little upsetting.
Yeah. Boo. That's just lazy.
It is.
At that point, you should just like make it half price. You just order the disc and put it in your own case. It's like
yeah, it'd be nice.
Oh yeah. Oh, I got something to show you guys. Hold on.
Oh.
Well, since I'm standing up, I was like, might as well go ahead.
He disappeared into the closet.
Well, while he's doing that, I'll show something that's old hat. That's nothing new, but I'm sure everybody got that. But
no, I did not.
Nice.
Yeah,
I still have the Blu-ray still, and if they would have done a different steelbook, I would have grabbed it. But I just like it's one of those movies. I'm sure it looks great in 4K, but
it does. I can definitely say it does.
I was just like, well, you're not giving me anything new on the steelbook. So what did you get? You have a hanger.
So, okay, I was at Hot Topic today, out of all places.
Oh, no.
And it wasn't like I went there on purpose. It was more of I went to the mall to get my iPad looked at for my work to make sure nothing was wrong with it or whatever, and happened to go into Hot Topic. So, this.
You get full screen.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Awesome. I'm surprised they've got some new Crow stuff.
Yeah, this is new, actually, over there. And then.
That's a cool shirt.
That one's cool.
So,
that.
Half his face and half the Crow.
That's cool.
That's a button up?
Yep.
That's cool.
I thought, I was like, you know what? What the hell? I can afford it right now. Let's do it.
Heck yeah, man.
Because I know once, because I'm trying not to spend my money on everything like I used to when it comes to like say movies and all that kind of stuff, but I'm trying to be careful.
I've got a bunch of stuff pre-ordered. Like it comes up on Amazon. It's like, yeah, I'll just pre-order that, and then I'll pay the price down the road whenever it all starts shipping.
That's what I love about Amazon. I love that. Of course, then I forget about half the stuff I pre-order.
You know what? There's been times that I've actually forgotten that I've had my payment on, like, say, Disney Movie Club, and then it just automatically does that. What's it called? The monthly. It's like a monthly something like that. But I ended up getting 2 movies that I didn't actually have in my collection anyway. So it was like, well, that worked out. But at the same time, I was like, I wish I would have paid attention too. But it was for the Jungle Book and Snow White, I want to say. Like the old animated cartoons.
Yeah. I've recently just pre-ordered that MVDs. They do those slip covers that look like VHS coming out of them?
Yeah.
You have any of those? They've got...
I got Heavy Metal.
Yep, they've got Problem Child's coming out, Fear's coming out, and what's the other one I ordered? The Fan. All 3 of those come out, I think, the first week of March.
I know that The Crow has one of those, and it's funny because Men at Work, even though it just came out through MVD, they didn't give it that VHS cover look.
Yeah, I have like it's not a steelbook, it's a metal pack from, I think, Germany of that movie. Because I was thinking about getting that. I was like, they use the same artwork. It's where did I put it?
But you know what? The Blu-ray transfer didn't look that bad though, especially when you watch it on the 4K TV. It actually looks not bad.
Yeah, see, I got this metal pack. It's got the same.
Nice.
And it's got just the barrels on the back, but it's got the hinges instead of the spine for like a steelbook. Oh, yeah. So you open it, it does that.
Nice.
But
yeah,
that is cool.
Yeah, I picked that up, Mike. The 4K.
For which one?
Oh, what's he saying?
Baron von Munchausen.
Oh,
I saw advertisements for that, but I did not get that.
It's a Terry Gilliam movie. It's pretty good.
I did pick up some newer movies. The one that I can only really remember the name of at the moment, it's one that's hard to pronounce, but it's Colin Farrell, like The Banshees of Inisherin or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I picked that one up.
Yeah,
very into my Irish heritage.
I intended on seeing it in the theater and never did, and I'll probably pick it up on 4K or Blu-ray, whichever one it comes on. The Fisher King, though, I didn't pick that up. I didn't know it came out. I'll have to look for that one. I would like to have it. I'm pretty sure I have it over there on Blu-ray, but not on 4K.
I was about to say that I don't think that one came out yet on 4K. I think it's getting ready to come out.
Yeah.
Because I know that's one I would definitely upgrade my Criterion to 4K. Yeah. I'll probably still keep that Blu-ray that I have of Fisher King because I don't double dip and triple dip every movie that I have. So there are certain titles that I will do that too, and Fisher King most likely.
Well, do you have the Criterion copy of it? Because the thing is like that's not necessarily a movie. I don't know if it would make a big difference having the 4K or not.
Not really. I mean, when you look at it, it doesn't necessarily need it.
Yeah, Baron Munchausen has a lot of special effects. Well, it's practical special effects, but a lot of it's got a lot of varying colors and stuff. Fisher King's a little bit more subdued in the color palette, so it's not necessarily something that would.
And it's funny because Flashdance is coming to 4K with the Paramount stuff.
that steelbook looks awesome.
And it's funny because I have that old Paramount Presents from like either a year ago or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Something like that. And I watched that and I was like, that in itself looked really good. So kind of curious.
Yeah.
What does that say?
Yeah, I decided to spruce it up a little bit with the lights.
Oh, there you go.
A little bit.
Thank you.
I should do that.
He should join. He can come join us live if he wants to.
Yeah, Ben Buster, if you're bored.
Yeah.
If you're bored.
Yeah, Mike can too if he wanted to as well.
Yes.
Mike's always welcome.
Join us.
Yeah. If you want to talk about
it. Since we talked last, the Umbrella Entertainment from the UK. I got their edition of King Kong Lives.
Oh, nice.
I love that's the slipcover artwork. I love that.
Oh,
that's
wow.
Crazy. That picture's awesome.
So that came out already, or is that an early?
No, yeah. This is a UK company, Umbrella Entertainment. They got a bunch of cool stuff. They're the ones putting out this big edition of Weird, the Weird Al biopic, and they're doing a nice edition for that Pooh, Blood and Honey. They just announced both of those coming.
Nice.
But they're UK, but they have awesome stuff.
But isn't Shout Factory or Shout Select something like that gonna put out the King Kong Lives as a Blu-ray?
I don't know.
That's what I thought awesome. I saw through Disc Father on Instagram.
This one came. Maybe I see his stuff, but then I forget some of them. But this one came with like a poster, and I thought it came with collector cards, but I could be wrong. Unless they're with the poster. Oh yeah. It came with big collector cards. A poster. I haven't even opened up this poster and stuff yet, but then like several like big collector cards.
Ben Buster wants to know: are those region free or are they region B movies?
I've gotten them 50-50 from them. This one is region B. I don't know what those upcoming ones are going to be because some of their stuff, more often than not, their stuff is region B.
Ben Buster, want to join us?
But I don't know. I don't know about those upcoming ones.
He's what?
He's working.
Oh.
He's working. He's just listening. So wishes he could join.
That's cool.
Here's something cool I picked up that it kind of slid under the radar, but when I seen it, I thought it was going to be a pre-order, but it wasn't. I went ahead and picked it up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Bubba Hotep. Yeah.
I had to get the fork.
I need to get that one.
I got. Did you order it straight from Shout, or did you get that?
Amazon.
Off the shelf.
Order from Amazon.
Amazon? Dude, you should have gotten it from Shout. Hang on. If you order it from Shout, they give you another slipcover.
Oh, yeah. I rarely do that. I rarely order from like straight from the companies. I know I should, but
I know I usually don't either, so don't feel bad.
They gave you that slipcover as well. You got both of them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I freaking love that art. They should have done this on a steelbook because that artwork on a steelbook would have been amazing.
Yeah.
You know what, Jody? Let me show you what I ended up doing with the acrylic after not keeping the Crow German one in it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Well, he walked away, but
I'm listening.
What pickups is everybody out there? What have you guys been picking up, and what are you looking forward to? My go-to question. Have anybody? Do you guys pick this up?
Which one's that one?
Not that version. No.
Event Horizon.
No, I don't even have that yet.
I got the. Who did that? Somebody put out a. Was that Zabby that put out a bigger version? It's somewhere over there. Shit. What you got, Charlie? What'd you do? I'll even put Roger Rabbit in there.
Well, because remember, this one I never opened, so I was like thinking.
Oh, that's right.
You know, I figured the acrylic could be used for stuff that you consider your most valuable.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. That's kind of what I was trying to push when I did like my YouTube video. Even though it's like I got so many comments, like I could never afford to put my whole collection in acrylic.
Exactly.
Like, that's not what these are for. It's not what these are for. They're for those like
special
those still books that you like took forever to find, or the ones that like you might have scored first day at the store. Now they're worth hundreds of dollars. You know. They're for that. They're not for your entire collection. That would just be stupid.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. No.
No.
No, exactly. So when you sent this to me, I was like, I kept it in the Crow, the Crow for what you got for me, the German one. And I was like, you know what? Let me try something different. So Coraline was originally in here from the Leica, the 4K. And I was like, you know what? Let me put something a little bit more valuable that's actually not even opened at all. And I was like, the Roger Rabbit, because you helped me get it, and I'm sure you can't get it anymore now. I know they did a double run at one point with this, but
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's all gone now.
Yeah,
could be wrong.
So I'm glad to have it.
Binbuster said he picked up Legion of Superheroes and Mickey and Minnie Classics for Disney 100.
Nice.
Said he wants to pick up Weird and the Stinko Vision.
The Stinko Vision. I almost posted. I haven't posted about that yet. That Stinko Vision Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're including a scratch and sniff card with numbers on it. And when certain scenes come up, you're supposed to scratch it and smell it.
Is that going to be the original? I haven't heard anything about it.
I'm pretty sure it's the original live action.
Is it going to be the 4K or?
I don't think so. Let me pull it up. I'm pretty sure I'm still on their website.
For which one?
For
which movie?
Turtles.
TMNT.
Oh, yeah. Disc Father told me that it is in the process, but there's nothing definitive on like a release date or any of that stuff yet. So,
have you guys seen Weird yet?
No, I have not, but I've heard great things about it. So, and plus, like, just the idea around it, the idea behind it, I'm really wanting to see it.
Yeah, I really want to see the whale.
Good. It was good. Yeah, I did too.
I've missed 2 opportunities to see that, and it sucks because now I think it's at the point where it's only at one theater, like an hour away from me.
Yeah,
that's like the only one playing it on a concept. But like last week, there was like different theaters popping up around me. It would play for like one showing a night. And I tried to get to it 2 different times, and I kept missing it.
I'm actually excited that it's coming out on March 14th. It's my birthday month and everything, so
yeah,
I'm gonna definitely buy it. Definitely watch it.
Wet Movie 1 said, "I just farted and it smells."
Oh no!
It must smell if you know that it smells.
So we don't need to scratch a sniff for that. Okay. It is not a 4K. It is just the Blu-ray, and it comes with a scratch and sniff, a menu that tells you when to scratch which one, exclusive artwork, and a 2-sided poster.
Yeah.
All for $30 plus shipping.
Bought this at my local dispensary.
Look at you go.
Yeah, luckily I use the Roku devices here, so I was able to watch Weird.
I do too, and I can watch it anytime, but I just have not done it yet.
I do not have Roku.
Yeah, the Roku channels, they actually have the Reno 911, some of the newer stuff, but you got to watch commercials and stuff, and it sucks. And then, you watch commercials during Weird too; they pop up. I think like at least one time, maybe twice.
Yeah, somebody was telling me that it's free, but it had commercials. I was like, damn it, that might take. But like, it's one thing. A lot of those times that they just like insert commercials out of nowhere. Like it would be awesome to know that they were inserted at good cutaway scenes, and not just like in the middle of somebody's sentence.
I actually have a good question for both of you. What do movies mean to you when it comes to personal, like, love for cinema? What is it about it that makes you love it so much?
Getting deep there, Charlie.
Hey, why not?
No, we're all not smoking the stuff.
That's a great quote.
I'm just sitting over sipping on my sweet tea. I don't know if I can get that.
I'm going to Harry Potter's world right now.
For me, I guess it was just the experience of going to the movie theater and just getting to see different stories played out and being able to go to a different world and kind of separate me from reality, I guess. I don't know. It's just
escapism.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah. That's kind of why I'm so fond of like 80s movies. That was back when I was a kid, and it was just it was just a getaway for me, and it was just it sucked me in hard. Like I needed to watch a movie. And,
because 80s movies are the best.
They're the best. If you guys want me to promote the next live stream I'm on after this one, I will, because it's going to be super important.
You might as well, since I just kind of threw that out there.
Yeah, you did throw that out there, but it's going to be on I forget how they set up their channel. Let me make sure.
Geeks and Flicks. Geeks and Flicks.
It's through Geeks and Flicks. It's their show, What the Hall, and tonight is all about 80s movies. So we get to pick our top. I can't remember if it's top 10 or it's top something. Each of us, 3 of us, the 2 hosts and me. They invited me on back in November. They were like, "You want to come do this in February?" And I was like, "Sure." And
you're like, "That's a long time, but okay."
yeah. So we're gonna go live at 9 Eastern.
Okay.
And it's gonna be. I've got a stack. And it was hard to pick a stack because I tried not to go for what I think they're going to go for, because I know for sure one of them is going to pick Ghostbusters, so I can't pick Ghostbusters. Somebody better pick Back to the Future, so I'm not going to pick Back.
I'll do that for you. So I'll go in the chat and I'll say Back to the Future.
I know. I'm trying to and it's so hard to pick 10, if that's even the number. For all I know, it's 8. 10? I have no idea. I've got a shelf of 80s right here.
Yeah.
So,
John and I can help you. Come on.
Bare minimum, I might just close my eyes and grab something. I've got a stack pulled.
Okay, but, Uncle Buck.
Oh, shut your face! I swear to God.
Yeah.
That was one. I almost had a custom steelbook made for that pretty recently. I was so close to pull the trigger on that. But I didn't do it. Not yet, at least. I did have one made. I haven't gotten it yet, but I had one made for the Great Outdoors.
Is your guy even doing steelbooks now?
Yes, he's doing them.
Okay, because last year when I tried to hit him up, he took a break.
Yeah, well, he was trying to get a vacation in, and then I kind of left him alone for a long time. But apparently, toward the end of last year, his mother passed away.
Oh,
so he was out of pocket for a minute. And he's
totally understandable.
He's still trying to work on that vacation, but I hit him up. I guess it was in January is when I hit him up, and he was like, "Yeah, that's cool. Shoot me your ideas." And he's got them printed. He's got 2 of my ideas printed up. The other 2 he's working on.
Okay.
But yeah, he's and he's starting to post more on his Instagram. So he's starting to show off some stuff that he's done. So yeah, if you got ideas and you want to hit him up, I would definitely try it.
Well, because I wanted to try to do a new version of my custom Crow Steelbook that I already have. Because no offense to the guy that made that one, but you can tell it's starting to kind of come apart in a way.
I hate that. I hate that kind of when they use that. I guess that's like a water transfer type of thing is what I think it is. It looks good on the fronts, but when you come to the edges, it doesn't work. If you don't know, if you're not doing it right, I don't think it bunches up too much. The same thing happened with my Neverending Story.
Do you have Buckaroo Banzai?
No. Do I need to put it on my list? I'll put it on my list. Hang on.
Have you ever seen it?
I know that name.
Buckaroo Banzai. No, I do not. Banzai?
I've heard that title, and I don't know why. Let me look up a picture.
You never know. I might know of it. I just never heard the name.
I mean, it's got Peter Weller, John Lithgow, and Christopher Lloyd's in it, and Jeff Goldblum. It's got a really great.
Shit! I do own that. Holy hell! Hang on.
Yeah.
I feel like I might know it. I
have this VHS edition Blu-ray box.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But it's it looks like a VHS, but it's kind of like those Stranger Things that came out. It just opens up and holds the Blu-ray.
Yeah. They have Stranger Things. Yeah, Stranger Things, their Blu-ray and 4K have the same concept but different artwork.
Yeah, I had those and I sold them, and then when I got back into these briefly. I've got like a stack of these. I wish they would do more editions like this.
I think Jaws and Breakfast Club had something like that.
Yeah, I've got
what all I picked up. Yeah, that's a great movie. The reason why I brought it up was because of trying to think of the designer. I guess he was like the art designer for the movie, or kind of put together the look of the movie. He was the same guy that did the art design for Back to the Future. And believe it or not, like Buckaroo Banzai, he has like this this like it looks like a truck, but it's like supposed to be like some kind of vehicle where you can trying to set the speed record or something. He's doing something at the beginning. He's doing an experiment at the beginning of the movie.
Shit, I completely forgot.
The flux capacitors in that.
Is it really?
Yeah, he used it in that movie before. This come out like a year before.
Oh shit! I need to watch that.
Yeah.
Somebody told me to buy it, and I found this edition, and I was like, "Oh, if I'm going to buy it, I'm going to buy this edition."
Yeah, Buckaroo Banzai is like kind of a Renaissance man. He's like a musician. He's like a scientist, and it's just wacky story. It's fantastic. Yeah,
I need to put this on the family movie night, no kids edition.
It's like an alien invasion type movie as well.
This together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I looked it up and I was like, holy shit, there's a lot of people in this. And then I found this edition. I was like, hell yeah.
Here's something. Well, I was waiting for Charlie to be back there, but
he's back.
Yeah.
I got my headphones on.
This is something silly I picked up, but where like Velma was such a disaster of a show, horrible. I thought I'd better pick this up, and I only had the first one on DVD, but I found this for like $8 or something on eBay.
Oh, is that the original?
It's the live action movies. Yeah, both of them.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I see the double feature now.
Oh, okay. Whoa,
yeah. It's nice. It's nothing special. It's like $8 or something.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I thought I bought an authentic Airheads Blu-ray. I'll show you actually, because it's literally right here.
Did it actually turn out to be authentic? Because I need to find one.
Yeah.
Is it legit?
No, it's made on demand. That's what I found out after the fact when I bought the damn thing. Because when I
don't care about that. Well, the made on demand, but I'm just interested if there's an actual transfer. If it's a good transfer, it don't matter.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, if they got it off of a digital source, then it should be.
It looked like a DVD to Blu-ray. It didn't even look that different at all. That's why I contacted the guy. I said it literally looks like the DVD, and he was like, "I'm sorry." And I said, "This is a made on demand, isn't it?" And he's like, "It is." And then I'm like, well, dude, I bought this thinking it was authentic. Yeah. And he was like, I'm sorry. And so he gave me a refund, but so it's not authentic, even though it looks like the one.
I'm really hoping somebody picks that movie up. It's getting so much like attention now. Like recently.
That and Dogma.
Yeah, well, Dogma's in a freaking loophole. That's probably
the Weinstein brothers own it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll have to come up with a big fat check to get that from them.
Do they own that just right out? Do they? That's
they
weird.
Own it. At least the distributing is what they own.
Yeah,
I think.
In other words, no other studio can pick it up unless it's being sold.
But what happened to Miramax? Did they sell Miramax at some point after this?
They did, but I forget
I think it's under ownership of Warner Brothers.
Is it?
I think it is.
That sounds right.
Was that? I never paid attention at the beginning of that movie. Was that one of those movies that were released? Because some of the stuff got released under like the Weinstein Company or whatever. Do you remember that? They would have like the Weinstein Company stuff. That might be what it is. Why it wasn't why they own the rights.
Well, I remember hearing Kevin Smith talking about how the Weinstein brothers own the rights to the movie, but that there's a possibility that they're going to be selling it so they can distribute it again.
That would be awesome because Lionsgate presented it, so that would be another Lionsgate steelbook if it happened.
There you go. Oh, that'd be a perfect steelbook.
It'd be amazing.
But I wouldn't mind to be shout and have just a nice slip cover. I don't really care.
That'd be
I just
cool
like
too.
To have a copy of it on Blu-ray.
That too.
I have like all of his movies except for except for that on Blu-ray.
Oh, you don't?
Excuse me.
I
have it on DVD. I have everything else on Blu-ray.
You can find it. This one's legit, but it's just a matter of finding.
Mine's a Canadian Blu-ray.
So
for some reason, whenever I remember it being on the shelves back in the day, and just never picked it up because I don't know why. And
do you have like that really awesome DVD version?
Probably.
I do. I
used to, and I wish I would have never gotten rid of it.
I'll show it.
Sure. I'm not sure which version you're talking about.
If Charlie shows it, it's probably the one I'm thinking. But it like came in like a cool case, and it came with shit. Yeah. Back when DVDs were awesome, Yeah. We don't get those kind of releases on Blu-ray anymore.
Yeah, that's the best thing about the boutique companies. They have kind of resurrected and kept the tradition of extra features live, because they started skimming on that stuff there for a while, and the big companies quit doing it as much. That was the big thing about the early DVDs, that they and that really came out of the Laserdisc era, especially the Criterion Laserdisc. The companies that would actually put extra features on the end of the disc and stuff like that. So that was a great holdover, but they kind of got away from it for a while. It just costs extra money to produce all that stuff, but.
Oh yeah,
but because that's what's great about having all the Mystery Science Theater, the DVDs, which I don't have every single set because some of them went out of print and they want like $300 for them. Yeah, but I have some of the out of print sets, but not all of them.
Right.
But they like just about all of them have a documentary on each disc, and
that it.
I don't know
the really fat double disc.
Yeah.
Is that Criterion?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Is that Criterion?
No.
Okay. I might have that edition. I can't remember which one that I have.
I used to.
I had this.
I got rid of it.
It's funny because I actually had this specific one years ago, but when I went homeless, kind of lost out and didn't have it anymore. And but that's why I have this and the Blu-ray, so I can say I have both. Certain movies, like I say, I'll double dip. This one I'm going to keep. Who's crying in the background?
That's a baby. She's pissed.
She's probably telling us all to shut the fuck up.
Just about something. She's probably hungry. Mama was trying to eat, but she wants to eat. So you got to pick your battles.
I was going to show you this real quick. Hang on a second. Let me share the screen here. This is funny. This Peter Weller, this suit he has in Buckaroo Banzai. It looks straight up like a Pee Wee Herman.
It does look like Pee Wee. I was just going to say it looks like Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, it's like a straight up Pee Wee Herman like suit.
That is totally a Pee Wee Herman suit.
Yeah. Totally.
I want to bring that look back. I want to bring that look of the suit jacket with the rolled up sleeves and the loose tie. I want to bring that look back. I think it's time.
Too bad we couldn't expand the stream to like say TikTok and Twitter kind of stuff. Well, maybe Twitter, but not TikTok. That's for sure.
I have yet to go live on TikTok.
Well, we might eventually be able to do Twitter because, which I don't have any followers on Twitter. I don't mess with it any, but you guys might.
I'm not even on.
I kind of do. Do.
Like I had to start like before Elon took over. Like my old account got suspended for no reason. I didn't even post anything politically or nothing. It just was suspended for no reason.
You weren't talking enough, so that they thought you were a bot.
I guess.
Yeah, they thought you were fake. Fake news.
Well, you would have to be tweeting to be fake,
That's true.
That is correct.
But yeah, I mean that's one thing Elon kind of wanted to do. I know he wanted to kind of bring live video to it and promote it more as a video platform as well. But I don't know if it'll happen or not. So we'll see.
I thought they already had the feature. Like you just link the YouTube channel to your Twitter account, something like that.
They do have some kind of live feature. I am mistaken, but I can't remember how it works. So I apologize. It's some kind of. I do see people talking on there. Like sometimes you'll come upon like a group.
Yeah,
thing, but I've never. I don't know how it works. I don't have to be invited to it. It's kind of weird. It's not like just kind of straightforward. You click on it and watch it if you want to. You kind of be invited to a group or something.
My old friend Ty from the Pop Culture Corner YouTube channel and stuff, he used to be able to have his stream, like what we're doing right now, broadcast on Twitter. Like we're doing it from YouTube originally or StreamYard, but it's branching out all through, like say Facebook, Twitter, because he used to do it through Facebook for sure. And Twitter, I would sometimes see it, but he didn't always use it.
Yeah. Here's another one I picked up. I don't think I've actually seen this movie yet, but it's called Batman Vote. Fred Williamson. No. Sorry, I'm getting so much glare. I'm just running my monitors and not my.
I get it too. It's awful, especially if I got a protector on them.
See if this will help any. That helped a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't have my ring light on. I was just using my monitors as light. That should be cool. That's
did you guys
over there?
Did you guys hear the new Linkin Park song?
Is that video you sent me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You watched it?
I watched a little bit, and then something happened, and I hadn't gotten back to it yet.
Oh, well, it's a good song. If you guys are fans of Linkin Park, I would definitely recommend it.
What was it? Is it like unused studio song, or
basically
where did they get these lyrics from?
No. Like it was a song that was actually like mixed, almost mastered, just didn't make the cut for Meteora.
There's probably a lot of those though. They could probably go back and just like tweak.
They do that. They do, and that's why they have what they call the LP Underground group.
Here's another movie I picked up that's really good. It's called Some Kind of Hero.
I'm not sure if I know that.
It's Richard Pryor. Yeah,
I might know it.
I think I've seen
pretty funny movie. It's a funny movie. Yeah.
See, my favorite Richard Pryor movie is The Toy.
Yeah. Yes.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. This one was it's about he's like a Vietnam vet. And the movie starts out, he's in Vietnam. It's like the first day in Vietnam, and he gets captured, and he's in a prison camp the whole time he's in Vietnam. And he finally gets pressured into signing one of those. They would try to get prisoners of war to sign like a confession, like they confess to stuff.
Yeah.
And he finally confesses because his friend, like his bunkmate in the cell, was dying, and he had to basically say, I'll sign that piece of paper so you guys will give him help so he won't die. So when he comes back, this is a comedy too. It's not a serious movie, so there's a lot of comedy mixed in with it. But he's getting dicked around by the army about getting his back pay and stuff like this, and he ends up deciding to rob a bank and all this stuff. And it's pretty funny. Some pretty funny stuff.
That's funny.
Be right back.
Some of that stuff I want to do, I'm having some trouble with some of the technology trying to do what I want to do. What I want to do is I want to do like kind of where I want to be able to stream. I want to be able to play movies through my Blu-ray player that's hooked up to my computer.
Yeah.
Well, it's a Blu-ray drive, not a Blu-ray player hooked up. But I'll be able to play it through a player, but then play it through OBS Studio. But like there's a block on it. It doesn't allow you to do it. So it's like a copyright block on like the Blu-ray player. And I'm having some trouble with the technology. I'm trying to figure out how to get that sorted out. But what I want to do is just kind of go through, skip through movies and not like play the whole movie, but skip through it, different scenes, and just talk about it. So people can do a little movie review and talk about it and just show the movie to people, like different scenes, things like that.
That'd be cool.
And
So basically, kind of like what movie reactors kind of do already, but they're actually watching the whole thing as to where we may have already seen it, but we can cut it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I want to have the whole thing, just be able to kind of jog through it and just through different scenes so you can see if I'm talking about something and say, yeah, this is what it looks like. This is what the transfer kind of looks like. And that's enough with blue. I can only do Blu-rays through this, but I have 2 Blu-ray players, so I can do region B and regular. So
cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I bought this. What sucks is I bought this region. I bought this like little small Blu-ray player, and it was it came from Japan, so it was like region B. So there's a way to switch it, but my computer won't let me switch it. It says you have to be in a certain permission mode to be able to do it, and my computer's in like what's it called on here? It's administrator. You have to be in like an administrator mode. It says to switch that. Well, my computer's already in administration mode, but it won't let it do it. So I was like, fuck it. I already had this Blu-ray player in an old computer. So I just bought the conversion kit and made it into an external Blu-ray player. So
there you go.
Yeah. And it's barely been used. It was like brand new. So now I've got 2 Blu-ray players, but I can play both. But I have a player that'll play Blu-rays, but it won't translate through the OBS Studio to record it because there's a block. There's like a copyright block.
I was about to say it's a copyright type of bullshit. Yeah.
What it's doing with OBS, it's keeping you from just ripping the movie that way, because OBS you can just record. Like I can run a regular Blu-ray player into it and feed it in like with a HDMI cable and play it that way. But I don't have the kind of control I want to over the movie with it. I had to use a remote control to control it, and it kind of sucks. So, yeah, I really enjoyed. I was going to tell you, Charlie. I appreciate you getting. I assume you're the one that got Eric. I know you did. You got Eric. So.
I did. I did.
Yeah, and I appreciate that.
What movie?
I just don't get around enough on the internet. I don't talk to people much.
No, it's all good. I mean, the reason why I hit him up is because, come to find out, he's actually, I guess you could say, friends with What Movie One, Brendan, that guy. And he was in one of his videos, and he had mentioned that they were friends, and he said his name, and I'm like, I wonder if he happens to have an Instagram, because I didn't know if he did. And come to find out, he did. Requested, got approved. He was liking some of my stuff, so we're Instagram friends in a way. And I just said, hey, got a YouTube channel with my friends and stuff like that. Would you like to join us? We're physical media collectors, just to basically chat with you, and he was just like, I've never done one of these before, but because everything he's done is usually pre-recorded.
Yeah. No, he was great. He had some good stories for sure.
Oh and I would love to have him back.
He was perfect. Out of anybody from that era, he'd definitely be a person I definitely was interested in interviewing.
Yeah.
well, I mean, that was great. I mean, he was. I always loved the parts in all his movies. They were always hilarious.
Well, see, it's funny because out of all the movies he's done, I've always known him for Problem Child.
Yeah.
Just because it's one of those, like, he could have been, like, thinner in Sergeant Bilko, and I wouldn't have known it, Like, his face wasn't that recognizable for me for some odd reason other than Problem Child. And I feel bad for saying that. Sorry, Eric.
It's a good thing.
I mean that. I'm sorry, because, you would think I would know him for other things. And when it mentions Blade, Sergeant Bilko, and then, what was it? National Lampoons.
Candyman.
Yeah.
Candyman. Exactly. I was like, wait, he was in Candyman? And it's like, which part was he? Because I didn't recognize him.
Yeah, I mean, like those, but those were some of my favorite movies growing up, and till they kind of quit making them a few years ago.
Oh yeah,
these dumb comedies,
Mm-hmm.
ones you don't have to really think about. They just got, kind of laugh, just silly movies. Those are some of my funny things to go to in the theater back in the day.
Oh,
I kind of grew. I don't know if I grew out of it a little bit. I still love comedy. It's just they kind of quit being good. After a while, they just not as funny, or maybe they just got old because they were kind of the same thing over and over again. I don't know.
Maybe I mean, not for sure on that, but all I can say is that with Eric Edwards being on our live stream, very appreciative and all that kind of stuff. But I actually would like to say that if anybody from any studio is watching, you should cast him because he's actually a really good actor. Underrated, in my opinion.
Yeah, he unfortunately, when we were on there, I would never get into it face to face with somebody, but he got typecast just being the kind of the big guy in the movie.
Yeah,
it kind of
same with Charlie Talbert. Actually, that's what he told me and Ben when he was on our old channel with the Raging Entertainment thing. He straight up said that how he was discovered was at a Wendy's restaurant at midnight. Literally. And that hey, I got an American Express card. Are you trying to fucking hit on me or something? It's a weird story, and it's better when he talks about it because it's funnier. But you're like, that's how you got discovered, was literally through a fucking Wendy's restaurant.
Yeah.
It's baffling, but it's cool at the same time. It's not that you're like, say, upset at the person for being discovered. It's just like, wow, things can just happen out of nowhere.
The best things do.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, there are things that have happened in my life where I'm like, that couldn't have happened at a better time. And it just happened and not even expecting it.
You guys were talking about Chuck Norris earlier, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
I forgot to show you this. I had it underneath the pile. That missing.
That's right.
I've got that on my wish list. I've been thinking about pulling the trigger.
That's the missing in action, right?
Yeah. Kino Lorber.
Yeah.
I picked this as well. Was this new, or because I already had it on 4K, but I picked up the steelbook of that. They live.
That is a new steelbook release. Yes.
That's a new steelbook. Yes.
God, I'm getting bad reflection tonight.
It's your monitors. It's not even you. It's your monitors.
Yeah, I know.
I finally got the Mondo Civil War steelbook came in. That turned out awesome.
That's nice. Cool.
I'm expecting
that's about it for me. All the others.
Yeah, I don't have really too much pickups. I really don't, because I've been trying to be good on not like overspending on movies at the moment.
Actually, I'd forgotten about this movie and I looked into it. The only way you can get it is on DVD. So I purchased the DVD, but it's one of the ones that I reached out to my custom steelbook guy, and it's on my list. But it's this movie called Last Days. Did you guys ever see this?
Yeah, Gus Van Sant.
Yeah.
I have not.
It's weird. It's not factual like at all, but it's kind of like it's like his interpretation of the last days of Kurt Cobain.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put you guys on mute.
Okay.
Very, very little facts.
Yeah, there's like a whole trilogy he made that are like similar that he made in a row that were kind of. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'll have to look them up. One of them was called Elephant, and there's another. There's one more in the trilogy. I have all three of them. Yeah, yeah, and they're all kind of like that. Kind of a weird tone to them. Kind of, and I think they're kind of like a parallel story to a real story like that one. You know. Yeah, that's a good movie though. It is kind of strange though.
It was good. Yeah. It was good, but yeah, it's very weird. But I didn't know it was like a fucking like HBO exclusive.
Yeah.
HBO Films, and it only got a DVD release.
Yeah, he used to do some great movies. Kind of after Good Will Hunting and stuff, he kind of fell off. You know, after that in that era, but he'd already been making movies through the 80s, like Drugstore Cowboy and stuff like that. You know, he made a lot of movies. I think did he make My Own Private Idaho. I can't remember. I think he did. I'll have to look him up. Sorry.
Oh, there's that elephant movie.
Look at the movies. All three. Look at the three movies that are around Last Days, and there's like three of them in a row. Huh?
Is Gary one of them?
I don't think so.
There's Finding Forrester. That was a good movie. There's Elephant. He's granted for a lot of like, he's got like a Red Hot Chili Peppers greatest videos, Best of Bowie, John Mayer, Best of Chris Isaac. A Paris movie? Was it a Paris movie?
It might have been Gary. I apologize. If it's Gary, then I don't have that one.
It's the only one that's kind of jumping out as looking kind of just purely basing it off of the poster.
Did those come? Yeah, those come out. I'm sorry, those come after. I apologize. Those come after. For some reason, I was thinking those were earlier '90s when those come out, but I'm wrong. They came after.
Look into this movie. It's Matt Damon and Casey Affleck.
Sometimes I get stuff wrong.
I need to look into Gary. I've never heard of this, but it's got. I mean,
he's done a lot of stuff. Yeah.
I have a pissed off customer.
What did you do?
No, what I said earlier about the rep that was supposed to be there, he finally just messaged.
Yeah.
Like along with me and my bosses saying that I messaged the guy earlier in the morning, this and that or whatever, and I don't know, just sucks. Plain and simple, sucks.
How's it going, Laura? Laura.
Hello.
That's cool.
What's up?
Yeah, he did. He directed My Private Idaho. I thought he did. Have you guys seen that?
My Private Idaho. That sounds familiar, but I'm not 100%.
Yeah. River Phoenix and Keanu Reeves.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
was about to say that sounded so familiar. Yeah.
That actually that just came up in conversation yesterday. I was watching the Vice channel, and they were doing like a 90s show, and it was like focused on the Viper Club. So of course they finally all came around to River Phoenix.
I've seen that. They run it on Netflix too. I think.
Yeah, it was on.
No, I'm sorry. I've seen it on Hulu. So it was. It's on Vice. It's the same people that make the wrestling, the Dark Side of Wrestling. It's like the Dark Side of the '90s or something like that. Or
yeah. It was a really good. It was like a good 30 minutes or an hour show. It was really good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I knew stuff about that club, but I didn't know all that. So it was really cool to watch.
Did you guys get the Return of the Living Dead in your collection for the 4K?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's back there.
Yeah, mine's back there too.
Did you guys watch it yet, though?
No.
Yes.
I have not watched it to compare.
It looked good.
Yeah. I was about to say yes. The 4K looks really good.
Yeah.
Really good. And I'm actually Facebook friends with Beverly Randolph, who was the girlfriend of the jock who got infected.
Ooh. Was she the one that got naked?
No, not her. The preppy girl. The preppy girl.
Okay.
Oh, well, then we don't want to talk to her.
Just fucking send her a taping of this, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, what asses!"
Come on down. Did either one of y'all pick up the 4K steelbook for Warm Bodies that Lionsgate released?
No, and I want to get it.
I debated it, but I was like, it's cool, and this Lionsgate thing is starting to become like a I kind of need them all sort of thing.
Is that pretty good movie? I remember it coming out, but I never.
I was about to say I don't have it. I don't have it, but I've seen it and I like it.
Yeah. Is that the one
it was something new.
Is that what it is? Where it's like two zombies fall in love type thing?
Yeah, it's where like they find love kind of cures being a zombie or something.
Yes.
You know, it's a weird concept, but it's something like, well, you know
to
what?
avoid
I'm
to avoid being a zombie, you fall in love again.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know.
It was a new take, so I enjoyed that. I thought it was good for what it was, and I mean I already had it, and I already had the old Blu-ray Steelbook, but this whole Lionsgate thing has kind of got me where I'm just like, all right.
Well, see, I don't have it in my collection, so the fact that the Steelbook exists, I'm gonna get that.
Oh yeah.
You know, instead of trying to find the regular standard edition, because there was one of that, but it was out of print and got expensive.
There was. I think Zavvi did a Blu-ray. I forget if it's over. Yeah, there it is. They did this maybe 2 years ago or something.
Oh yeah.
And that's on the back. But I had that one, but I don't know. I'm really liking these slip-covered Lionsgate.
Jody, have you thought about using Whatnot for selling some of your stuff?
I have the app. I've been on the app. I need to watch a tutorial video. I don't understand how these people.
So, okay, it's funny. Everybody's different. It's funny because everybody's different. Some people just literally do a live auction, or there are people who say, hey, call the name of it. We'll put a stack for you on the site. And when you're ready, we'll just cash you out, kind of thing. And everybody's different. So you could do it like that.
But it's not really I mean, it's not like from the ones I saw, they're not. Are there like auctions where like you start at a price?
You can start it at any price you want. You could start from $1 to $2, $5, $4 above.
Because a lot of the ones that I came across, the guy was just like, all right, say a title and it's $3. You know, he'll have like a stack of movies, a $3 stack.
There are people who do dollar DVDs.
Yeah, like I would want to do like straight up.
But that's how I got Dogma.
Was it?
That's how I got Dogma for $40.
Oh, that's still so expensive. You want to know how I got Dogma? I walked into a used Blu-ray store and they had 2 copies, $14.99 each. So I said, I'll take both, thank you. And then I sold one of them to somebody like you for $40, and I kept the other one.
But that's how I got it. And now anybody who has it, that has Dogma on Blu-ray, they're selling it for like over $100 now.
Oh yeah, it's stupid. It's like one of those on my list that I constantly look for when I go to a used store just to see if anybody's.
What about free? I hear Free Willy Blu-ray is a bitch too.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
I've never tried. I need to make like a.
The cheapest is like $80.
I need to make like a gold mine list of Blu-rays to look for when I go to used stores. Just to see if somebody's coming in and whoever accepted it just don't know what they're doing.
Exactly. That's why I was trying to see if you could find the Criterion of Harold and Maude Blu-ray.
I know, I tried. Well, you got that what was it?
I did. Presents? Yeah. Yes, I got that, and that looks actually really good. So it's not like
second best thing.
Yeah, it's the best that it's looked.
Apparently, this. Going back to the conversation I was having with John there, apparently that Gary movie is another one that's gonna be hard to find. So,
yeah, I don't think I have that one. I might be wrong. I don't know. I went through like a kind of a Gus Van Sant kick there in the early 2000s when I found out about those movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was wrong. For some reason, I thought he had done Good Will Hunting later. I had that backwards.
I've got one DVD on Amazon right now for $7.41.
What movie is that?
But they want $5 for delivery. Ain't that a bitch?
But what's the movie?
It's called Gary.
Gary. Who's in Gary?
Oh, they did do a Blu-ray, but it is out of print. Who's in Gary is Matt Damon and Casey Affleck.
Oh,
it was a Shout Select? It was a Shout Select Blu-ray.
Really?
Huh.
Interesting.
It's weird. It's weird how you miss stuff. Yeah.
It is.
No, it's funny because I shit you not, Jody. Like if you look it up on Arrow or Shout Select, you might find it cheaper than what it's going for there because Tu Wong Fu, that movie with Wesley Snipes, Patrick Swayze, on eBay I found it for like fucking 70 and above kind of thing, and then when I actually went to the website, it was around like 20, 25-ish bucks around there. I went for it.
I wonder if
so try the website.
Let's try it out right now. Here we go. We're on shop. We're going to go to shop. We're going to go to shop store.
Well, yeah, it's kind of weird how things will pass you by. It's like that. Jody was showing us that movie, the
I'll be damned, they still have it.
The garbage.
Garbage.
Well, I'm going completely blank right there.
What did I show? I'm sorry.
Men at Work. Excuse me.
Oh, yeah,
Men at Work.
Yeah, it's kind of because there's like a double feature with that, and there was a Shout double feature on Blu-ray with Men at Work and like one of the Rodney Dangerfield movies.
It was a weird combo, and I was like, "What is this?"
Back at school?
And no,
something like that. There's a baby. What's up, baby? Is the baby going night-night? The baby's been very loud. Everybody's been entertained by the baby. I'm sure. Hello, baby. My dad. She's just staring at me. Why are you staring at me, baby? It's super rude to stare. At least you're not pointing. Come here, baby. Ah, there's a baby. Look, there's a baby. There's a baby.
He's cute.
He's
a cutie.
What's up, girl? You ready to go to bed? You ready to go night-night? You all done? You done for the day? Yeah? You done? She's huge.
Yeah.
She's huge.
Boy, she came back as 18 pounds.
18 and a half.
18 and a half. You're an 18 and a half pound, 4-month-old baby. You're old girl. You're practically a toddler. She loves screens. She'll just stare at them. Just back. Step back. Goodbye. Goodbye, people.
Bye.
Goodbye, people of the YouTube. Oh, you're on my headphone. 3, 2, 1. Oh, you're heavy. Oh, God. Oh, almost dropped the baby. We're good. Night-night, baby. Oh, she thought that was funny. You think that was funny? Dropping baby's funny. Ha ha. Night-night, baby. Bye-bye. But you're still just giving me this weird blank stare. You're not even smiling at me. There it is. I see you. You're so tired. Oh, my God. Anyway, there's your baby for the night. Does anybody have a Shout Factory promotional code that I can use? Anybody want to chime in with that?
No.
Damn it.
Did they?
I can spend $31.04 more and I'll get free shipping. Is it worth it?
Yes.
I don't need anything.
Yes, you do. There's always something you need.
Did they have that on there?
They do. They have it.
Did they sell stuff just outright? Do they sell stuff just outright, or is it all auction?
Yeah. No. Shout Factory has an online store, and you can use your Amazon card if you have an Amazon card.
That's cool.
To pay for it.
Yeah, I was meaning to ask you guys about, because Charlie was telling me about that the last time, and I meant to ask him.
What? Meant to ask me what?
Do I have Get Shorty?
What's going on? Hey, horror fans, it's your buddy Phil here. Phil's
It's
creepy
Phil.
videos.
Buddy Phil. Hey,
What's
Buddy
going on?
Phil.
How's it going this evening?
We're having an open chat. Whatever you want to talk about, bring it up. We'll talk about it.
I'm not a big horror guy, but these other guys, they watch a lot of horror. I just not that I don't have horror. It's not my favorite thing in the world. Nothing.
What is
nothing
your favorite thing?
I don't know. It's not horror.
He's like, I just know it's not horror.
Everything else, no. No, I don't have any problem. I like horror movies. It's just
I know.
I'm not crazed over horror movies, like. But I can see the obsession and want to try to find a lot of the kind of old stuff that are one-offs, especially back in the VHS days when there's a whole lot of it. That's why I kind of like Vinegar Syndrome, because they're trying to put stuff like that out.
Yes, they are.
I don't buy all that stuff, but I appreciate it. They're putting it out.
John, I got a good question for you.
Yeah.
With Vinegar Syndrome, did you know that their 4K cases are irreversible artwork?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Nobody ever says that.
Yeah.
Because I asked Jody the same damn question.
Yeah.
I don't own a lot of Vinegar Syndrome, so I couldn't remember. I think I did know that because I got their Drop Dead Fred, and I'm pretty sure I flipped that artwork.
Wait, Vinegar Syndrome did awesome. Drop Dead?
Dude, they did.
Yeah.
Fred. Look at that.
Yeah, they did that.
Oh,
I didn't pick it up, but yeah. Phil wants to know if you could have lunch with any actor or actress, alive or dead, who would you have lunch with and why? It's a good question.
That is a good question.
Jack Nicholson, because I hear that's a freaking blast.
I can agree with that. Personally, though, oh damn, that's a hard one.
I'd get on his nerves though, because I would just want to constantly talk about Batman.
Why Batman?
I would just want him to talk about being the Joker.
I know, but he did other good stuff.
Oh, I know. I just saying. I would be like, I'd be like, yeah, but do the line, do the thing. Come on, do the thing.
You idiot! No,
I don't like you anymore.
God, I'm trying to think.
I know that's
a good question.
It really is.
You see how fast I busted that out? Huh? Did you see that? Let these other two sweat.
I don't know. That's a good one.
You know what?
Probably
I'm just going to say
like James Stewart or something like that. And the reason why I don't know, I just would ask him. Yeah,
Bruce Lee. I'm going to go with Bruce Lee.
I'm surprised you're not saying Brandon Lee.
No, Bruce Lee, because a little bit more philosophical, metaphorical, and all that kind of stuff, and a little bit more logical too. All at once.
I'd rather
so it'd be an interesting conversation.
Yeah,
that's the stuff I like from Bruce Lee. So if I were to interview him, I would say like, what is your philosophy on, say, martial art in itself, and then say life? Like, what is it that makes it be one, in your opinion?
What now? Like
that's a deep question. We're going deep again.
What's the question again?
I need to get a drink.
What is the question again? I'm sorry. I was thinking of another actor or actress.
Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
That was the guy I was thinking of. Like, if I were to interview anyone, like on a deep personal level, it would be Bruce Lee for sure, because I would want to know his, differences on life in itself compared to, like, say, martial arts. Or is it intertwined in some way? And some people would say yes, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess it would be for him, but I don't know. He's a pretty complex guy, but a lot of it was just on-screen's persona, though. Like, I mean, he was an awesome martial artist, but like most people, there's a lot of people like Chuck Norris, for example, probably could have kicked his ass just because he was bigger. He was a small guy. He wasn't real big. So, I mean, don't matter unless, he had the actual secrets of chi, where he could actually move mind over matter type kind of stuff. Like, like his 1 inch punch and stuff like that, if it was real or not, things like that. But I mean, no doubt that he was a badass, but But I think that was even something he would probably admit to anyways. Maybe not back in his head. He was kind of, I think he's a little bit of a narcissist as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he was a phenomenon for sure. He died too early.
I agree.
But that's kind of a question I always have. You know, another dead actors maybe like Rebel Without a Cause. James.
James
I'm bad tonight. I haven't had much
James
coffee
Dean.
today. James Dean. Yeah. Somebody like that. I would probably, just because he was a very fascinating person as well. But you always kind of wonder, what would those people have done if they hadn't died and went on? What would their careers been like?
Oh,
Would they have went on to make a bunch of crappy movies and nobody would remember their name, or would they have went on to, I mean, Bruce Lee, not so much, because he had already kind of established himself as a legend by then by the movies he made. But of course, him dying kind of pushed the legend even harder. The same with James Dean, because James Dean, like most of his movies hadn't really even came out before he died. Like they were barely started to triculate out. So he, I think him dying is what pushed his legend more so than. But the movies herein are great, no doubt about it. Rebel Without a Cause and John are amazing, and the other movies, East of Eden, they're great movies, no doubt. He would have definitely, he would definitely got a lot of fame from those movies. But whether if it had been the kind of fame that he got post mortem, so
there's a movie that you just reminded me of by saying East of Eden, and it has the name Eden. I think it's like called Escape from Eden or something like that. It's Dan Aykroyd, Rosie O'Donnell. They're cops.
Yes, they wear like they get into like dominatrix.
Yes.
Outfits. Yeah.
Yes. And
something nobody asked for. Yeah.
Dana Delaney is like the boss of the fucking island or something like that, and it's a nude island.
I remember that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, Exit to Eden. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yes, that's a good memory there. I guess because of Rosie O'Donnell and
I can see the poster in my head.
That kind of pushed that out of my memory permanently.
One of those things that you either forget or scars you for life. One of the two.
I'm sure some people are into it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Well, at that time, nobody really expected her to be a lesbian, but she made it seem like she was into men at that time. Yeah. And she could be bisexual and just gravitated towards women more and just said, I may like men, but I prefer women a little bit more. It's like, okay, well, that's fine, because she has admitted that Tom Cruise is actually one of her biggest crushes.
All right, that was like her big thing when she had a talk show, was like always trying to get him on.
Yeah, and I think she had him on once, and that was it.
Yeah, one time. He finally came on one time.
And I can't remember. It might have been for Jerry Maguire.
Oh, God, I don't remember.
I think it was. I think it was for Jerry Maguire, or it had to be for the first Mission Impossible around that time frame.
It was definitely not Eyes Wide Shut.
No. Yeah, no, I think by that time him and Nicole Kidman were already done. Which is, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of think of it a little bit sad, because they didn't look bad as a couple. And the fact that she's with a country singer, Keith Urban, throws me off guard, but hey, it's okay.
Well, I mean, a lot of them can't handle the whole Scientology aspect of his life.
He did quit that, apparently, though, from what I understand.
Oh, hell no, he didn't. He's like the number 2 man in Scientology behind the main guy. Yeah, he's considered the number 2 guy just because of his, yeah.
Because there was something I watched that said he had stopped.
Well, it'd be cool if he did. but I don't think so. It's not something you just stop. Unfortunately, you can, but then they'll stalk and harass you and the rest of your life, like they do, basically. Like everybody else. Yeah, but no, it just in the aspect of how that lifestyle is, because like he's supposedly like especially people like celebrities and people who have money, who contribute a lot of money, like, you know, they'll have like basically like servants that work for them, you know, people that work for them. I'm not saying they're necessarily slaves. They're not slaves, but they're servants, very poorly paid other members of the, you know, the Sea Org, or, you know, Sea Org's part of Sea Org. You probably know all about it, but Sea Org's part of the Scientology, but other Scientology people like work for them, and it's probably just weird. It's probably the behavior is just probably weird. And
I only know Scientology through South Park,
and I'm not saying it's like this, and I'm saying that
all you need to know.
It's like it's like a sexual orgy situation. It's just like
Nambla.
They have people that wash their clothes and people who probably buy their groceries and do everything. You know, it's just a weird kind of cult.
That's true. So who's still in the chat to where we can still do this giveaway?
Do we want to do the giveaway?
I think we should wait. Yeah.
We're going to wait. Haha.
Yeah. I don't know who's out there. Yeah. We've had several over the evening, but they've all kind of trickulated out.
Yeah. I think we've had like, what, 5
I keep
different
saying that.
5 or 6.
They all left.
We might as well just fucking wait, because if there's no big like just chill.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Does Web Movie 1 ever want to come on? Have you ever talked to him?
I have talked to him. He got a new job, so his job kind of conflicts with our time frame.
Oh, okay.
And that's the only reason. Well, I mean, he's doing the same stuff, like where he can try to get around a little bit to still go to conventions and stuff like that. He just recently posted a video of him interviewing Jamie Kennedy.
That's cool.
Yep. At a convention, though, just to make that clear.
Yeah.
Oh, not at home? That's too bad.
No, it's not like he does his own podcast or anything like that. And not to say he couldn't, because he does know a lot of people that he could do that with. And his connection, he happens to live in the like LA County area, it seems like. I don't know exactly where, but around where he can still get by on train, bus, and all that stuff. And he goes to the conventions. He'll ask people, hey, is it okay if I kind of give you a little short interview for my YouTube channel? Most of them will say, yes, it's fine. Go for it. I don't care. Like he did it for Corey Feldman, did it for him. And who was the other person? Kind of blanking on it right now, but he does it to a lot of the celebrities out there, and most of them are really nice about it and just say, yeah, go for it, you know, because if it's like 5 minutes, big deal, you know.
Yeah. Well, a lot of these people these days understand that social media will push you a lot further, because the traditional celebrities kind of starting to erode away, and you're starting to see more like online personalities become more what I would call localized stars, or more regional kind of celebrities, like within their own communities. But I think that's what we're seeing a lot. They'll still be the traditional movies people, but they're going to have to reach out and, you know, reach out to into the communities a little bit more. And I think you see that to some degree.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with things like that.
Definitely.
They don't care. Yeah, sure. You know, I'll get a clip. You know, you can get a clip of me doing a little interview. It'll help people people want to see the real person, and that helps them see the real person and not just what they see on the screen.
He got to talk to Edward Furlong twice. You know, once before it was announced that he was coming back to Terminator. And of course, he couldn't really say anything, but he got to talk to him again after that whole ordeal, after the movie's already out. And Edward even got to tell him like, "Oh man, yeah, like I thought I was going to be like coming back, and they just needed me for this little bullshit role, you know." And I agree. I was like, that was a bullshit role, you know, because I feel like you should have been like brought back as like as an adult, you know, in the future.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been amazing.
Speaking of Jamie Kennedy, I think I told you guys about it, but I picked up a copy of Malibu's Most Wanted a while back. I think DVD. I think I got it on DVD. It wasn't available.
I don't think it. Yeah, I don't think it has a Blu-ray.
I think it was still in a flipper case too, when the old style, like it has the little buckle and
little cardboard. Yeah.
And the front piece is like solid, like cardboard.
I used to hate those so much.
Yeah.
John, do you have What's Eating Gilbert Grape in Blu-ray?
Yes, I think. Yeah. I believe
overseas or the U.S. release, because I have both.
I don't know exactly if
I've got the Nova release.
I'm pretty sure I got a Laserdisc copy, and I know I definitely have it on DVD, but I don't know if I've ever replaced it or not. I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
I can't remember.
Just kind of curious because everything getting its like U.S. release compared to like what's overseas already. Like Coneheads was already on Blu-ray before it got its so-called U.S. release. Yeah, and What's Eating Gilbert Grape was the same way. It had an Australian release that was still kind of all regional, but you could only buy it through Australia. And so I got that through eBay, and then when the U.S. release of What's Eating Gilbert Grape was coming, I compared, took pictures of certain scenes, and the U.S. release had actually a better color grading.
I got the Nova version. Came with a slipcover.
Oh, okay. Nice.
It's super awesome.
Yeah, is that DVD?
I don't think I ever purchased it. I don't think I ever got that one for some reason.
Just comes with the Savio snap case on the inside. Nice. That's one of those that where if for whatever reason we ever get a steelbook, it'll fit in the slipcover, and I'll definitely be doing that.
Oh yeah,
that's loud.
I heard that.
My wife's going to be playing some Harry Potter while I'm on my next live stream here. So I'm not going to be able to pay attention. This is going to be a bunch of me like this.
I feel like you were giving her. I feel like you were giving her shit last night too.
Yeah, she likes it when I give her shit.
I just ordered it for $12, just a regular version, Blu-ray.
Oh yeah. Oh,
okay. I apparently didn't have it, so I'm glad you said something about it.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great movie. Like I was saying, I have a copy on Laserdisc and DVD, but never picked it up on Blu-ray.
Well, I'm hoping by next year, because next year will literally make like 30 years for The Crow.
I hope so, man. They need to do something.
I agree. And I feel like it'll be one of the most beautiful 4K movies out there.
What was that?
Our theater chairs, man. When they're so slow, but then the rubber just rubs. It's like. Make sure you warn me when you want to get down later, so I can mute the microphone. That sounds like the longest fart ever.
Just give 2 clicks.
Yeah, just give me a little Snapchat.
Did you ever set you up? Did you ever set you up a projector and stuff like that? Or
not yet. I've got my surround sound. I actually got 2 because I was just doing a 5.1 surround sound, but I got a really good deal on some in ceiling, so I'm going to make it 7.1 soon.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just rocking. I got, what is that, a 60-inch up here? I forget. Is that a 60? That's a 60.
Yeah.
But yeah, eventually I'm going to either do. I'm going
to. You asked a woman that
60.
question. Yeah.
I know, right? She's like, that's more like a 42. It is not, okay. I mean, I'm still trying to decide if I want to get the short throw laser or if I'm going to do a drop down projector. I'm really leaning toward the short throw laser because I think that's just. I think that's going to get.
I would say that'd be a little bit more efficient.
Yeah. And I'm gonna leave up the 60-inch, so then I'm gonna get a screen that comes up from the floor that goes. They'll just come up in front of it and then do the short throw whenever I want to do like a movie and stuff.
I wanted to.
I don't need the
to
kids.
do that.
I don't need the kids messing with the projector. The kids can play on the 60-inch screen. When I want to watch a movie or play a video game myself, I'll pull up the projector. That's the plan.
I just don't have the room for one, so I'm one of these days. That's my only dream is to actually build a home theater, a real one.
Yeah.
But whenever I have
that'd be cool.
My own home.
This is the closest I'm going to get to it. So I'm going to try to get it as close as I can.
Yeah.
We should put our money together. No, I'm joking.
Let's do it. Y'all come on over. We'll watch the movie.
We can just buy a theater somewhere.
Exactly. We could all pitch in money to buy a theater and actually, dude, you know what? That actually sounds kind of fun.
It's on the to-do list, I promise.
The worst thing is just like theater. It'd be what I would like to do. What I always wanted to do is build a drive-in and a modern drive-in. And
yeah.
We got one of those fairly close by. I've never been to it, but we have one.
Yeah,
I've been to.
But it's until I've got to head to the next one. And you guys continue on.
And show.
That's right. All right. So no giveaway. That's right.
Yeah, no giveaway.
I don't know about you, Charlie. I'm kind of ready to jump off myself if we just want to.
No, it's all good. No, I actually don't.
Early?
This was more of a last minute live anyway, so it's all good.
Yeah. That's cool.
We can all leave.
Well, it was good. We'll be back on. What's the next one? The next one's the 28th. The 28th.
Okay. Who are we gonna have for the?
We should have a good guest for that one. Hopefully he comes through. I won't make any announcements right now, just in case. But we should have a good guest.
I'll talk to someone for that day and see if they're available.
That's cool. Awesome. We'll come up with a good guest and we'll do a giveaway also.
Yes.
Awesome.
Later, guys.
Y'all have a good night.
Yep.
Have a good one.